He got you dragging.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got a
Hey
cup?
y'all, how y'all doing? I don't have a cup. Please,
Ah, damn.
just give me a plastic cup and quit complaining.
You a whole
How
motherfucker. You a whole motherfucker, boy.
y'all doing tonight?
You a whole motherfucker.
And thank y'all so much for joining.
I can actually scream in my fucking house now if I want to.
And you can do whatever you want to in your house.
That's right.
And you silly.
Bitches.
How y'all doing tonight? How has everybody's week been? Hey everybody. Babes, don't nobody need your harmony. Like, seriously. If you gonna join, then you gonna stay your ass back there.
Ain't nobody joining your motherfucking ass.
Yes. What you mean? You don't want to be a part of my
You know I
life?
got a hat on or some shit.
I do have a hat on. You already know my hair a mess.
Goddamn, Jeeper Creeper hat ass. Goddamn, I be eating you ass.
You know what, Mike? Ain't nobody asked you for your extra. Thank you.
Thought you were drinking the Friday.
No, this is my shot for the night.
That's all you drinking?
I mean, I think I drank a whole bottle of wine.
Nigga.
Oh my god. Vince said you are ridiculous. Hey Dre, how you doing?
Busty McGusty.
Mm. Really? Okay. Mo, I don't even want nope. There you go. That's it. That's all you getting. Your lips ashy.
I know it. My whole fucking body ashy.
You don't want to come join me?
No, I don't want to do no live tonight. Fuck no. I'm gonna go watch some movie or some shit.
Such a lazy ass.
No,
hey Kara, how you doing? Hey Keela. Hey, Mike is always loud. Thank you, Kiana. Hey Cool Chris, how you doing? Mike is definitely ridiculous. Hey Dre, I hope that transaction worked for you earlier. Danielle, I'm sure you are busy. Like running a multi-million-dollar company, you gotta be. Hey Demond, how you doing? I want Mike to hush too. He ain't now doing way too much. Hey Miss Perfect 007. She done showed up with the maroon outfit on. I see you with your lady in the garden hat. Look, y'all not gonna be talking about my hats. My hats be dope. Shit. When you having a bad hair day, which I'm having a bad hair week, bad hair month. You listen, you got to do something. These hats be saving me. All right. So my guest should be joining soon. We're going to talk about what love has to do with it. We all know that love is the catalyst to healthy relationships, but it takes so much more. So she has a very interesting story to share. And I dropped the link so she can join. Shout out to my wife. Her name is Sophia, and it rhymes with mafia. So that just confused me. I'm sorry. He got a link with Sika. Hopefully you can join. That is definitely a beautiful name, but I don't know if I still know how to pronounce it. Tory Lanez is having a bad week. I need to check that out. I'm not sure what that means. What's love, but a good old fashioned. No, that's all it is, Vince. That's all it is. Sika, let me know if you can join, if you saw the link. I'm dropping it again. Oh, so I pronounced it tonight. Sophia. Okay. Basika, let me know if you can join the link. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I have a wonderful guest, a very close friend of mine, and we're going to talk about what love has to do with it. She's going to share some of her experience, and we're just going to jump into conversation, like some good old girlfriend conversation that y'all get to be a part of. And hopefully you can add to help us. Hopefully at the end of this live, we can give you some some bits and pieces that'll help you in your everyday situation. Y'all know I'm always about the help. I want us to survive. We young, we don't know shit. We trying to be the best that we can be, and that's just what it is. So, Basika is here. Hey, Cece girl, how you doing?
Girl, I'm good.
Mm.
It took me forever. I was like, okay, I feel like a
I think it was me. I
oh,
hadn't actually entered the live yet.
okay, yeah, because I had to go to the top, but it's cool. I'm here now.
Gotcha. You look beautiful as usual. I love that picture behind you. Did your dad do it? Do it.
You see what I did, right? With the orange, and I tried to. You see what?
Hey.
Yeah, my dad did
did
do.
your
I had
did,
to.
did
I
your
had
dad draw that picture?
huh?
Did your dad draw that picture?
Oh yeah, of course. Everything in my house is my dad. Everything.
Absolutely. Her dad is like one of the most famous artists ever. He has some super dope stuff or whatever. I can't afford them. I can't afford them. Look, I'm saving. I'm saving because that stuff that was in the gallery the last time we were there. Like, let me be clear. Like seriously. So how you doing tonight?
Girl, I've been over here all day contemplating how I'm gonna break this thing down so the ladies can I don't try to be biased.
Absolutely.
I want to try to get the ladies to understand and I want to try to get the fellas to understand. So I think I'm on a good track here. So yeah, so as of now I am wonderful.
Absolutely. So just to get this started, so that you guys know why we're here, we are talking about what love has to do with it. Basika has a very interesting story that she's willing to share with us. And she's looking for comments, insight, like because we don't know it all, and we all do know that love is the catalyst to a healthy relationship. But we also know if we've been doing this long enough that it's not just about love. So we're gonna engage in some conversation. She's gonna share some bits and pieces of her story with us. And we're gonna try to help Basika out and hopefully get something that we can take into our everyday lives or whatever to help our relationships be stronger because like this shit is hard. Like it seriously is. So Basika, I'm gonna give you the floor. You enlighten us and we're gonna go from there.
All right, so this is the best way that I could break it down to where everybody could possibly understand. Okay, so in school we all learned about the 5 W's, right?
Right.
The who,
What, when, how, why?
when, the where.
Right, where? That's what I'm missing.
Or how can squeeze in there a little.
How definitely. They
Um,
used to add how in. We had to get the how too.
how needs to go at the bottom because once we get through the W's, you're like, well, how the fuck did I end up where I am right now? Like, did I follow every step that I should have taken with those W's? Okay, cool. All right, so I think I can only speak for a woman
Mm-hmm.
because I date men. I don't date women, right?
Okay.
So, as a woman, the first one is who. I feel like who are you involved with? Who
Okay.
do you really know him? Um, are you meeting the representative? Are you dating the representative? Are you in love with the representative? Is who he say he is? Is that his car? Does he live with his mama or his mama live with him? You know what I'm saying? So it's
The
like,
fact that we even have to go through all of that is just so sad. Like seriously.
yeah, yeah.
It's so freaking sad. It's ridiculous.
I have heard everything up under the sun, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So my whats are after you find out who he is as a person, okay, you're okay with that. What are y'all doing?
Mm-hmm.
Is it one sided? Do y'all have like a common agreement? We're gonna date, we're gonna be platonic, we're gonna see other people. I'm gonna date two other people. You can only date one, I mean, is that what y'all are doing? If that is what y'all are doing, it's gonna work for you.
Okay.
My win. If feelings have become involved, when do you address these things?
Mm-hmm.
Is it when you start to engage in, sexual behavior? Is it when you start to get that little tinkle inside when he texts you? You know what I'm saying? Like, when do we address the what we are doing?
Mm-hmm.
The where are we in life? Am I financially stable? Do I have kids? Does he have kids? Is he financially stable? Is he seeking marriage? Does he have a 5-year plan? Do I have a 2-year plan? Where are we going with this?
Mm-hmm.
My why. Um, are there any red flags? And if so, why?
Mm-hmm.
I answer the phone for you. Does he only call you on Thursday nights? Does he always have to see you at lunch and breakfast, never at dinner? Um, why are you entertaining him? Is he fun? Is the sex good? Is he a good father? Does he take care of his mother? Is he a good, provider? Like, those are my whys.
Mm-hmm.
So I get down to this to say you have to understand the interrogative part of the relationship or the situationship.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of people these days, they jump into it so far to where they skip over all of the questions because he drives a nice car. He has a good persona. He has a good perception. He tall, girl. He's 6'5", girl. He dark skinned, girl. He's sexy. I'm pro with it. And then it's like you forget. Okay, but who is he? What do
Mm-hmm.
he want from you? Why he want it from you? When he gonna show you that? When he gonna show you what you worth? Don't you know your own worth? And then now it's like, oh shit, it's too late. Now I'm stuck as a woman. Now my feelings involved, and now I'm in love. So it's like, am I in love or am I in lust? Or if I'm really in love, is that shit really enough? So now it's like, okay, I really got to backtrack. But now the backtracking is too late because you all in.
So let me address something right quick because I think that's a huge thing that you just missed. I mean, that you just mentioned. How do we know if we're in love or if we're in lust?
All right.
They really, like in the beginning, they really be feeling the same. Like, seriously, it's really, really hard to be able to discern which
That,
one I'm feeling.
that basket of eggs this tall.
Right.
I'm talking about I done threw them all in there. Ooh, my loyalty, my honesty, my integrity, everything. I'm gonna be honest with him. I'm gonna let him know who I am. He gonna know everything about me. He gonna meet my kids. He gonna do this. So my basket of eggs is this high.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you a month, 2 months in, you supposed to have 2 eggs in the basket at most, and that's just communication because I answer my phone for you.
You better be clear.
And so outside of all of that, that's just on usually that's just on her end because men they holding back. They're like, man, she wide open, man. She probably do this for everybody, man. Man, I'm just man, I don't know, man. You fast, man.
Listen, it's I haven't been in the dating scene in a long time,
Ooh,
but
baby,
the fact that that's still that's
baby.
still like one of the
Yeah.
things is really sad. Like seriously, we don't progress in technology and all types of shit. We got a COVID vaccination in 10 months, and we still thinking like this. That's a problem.
Are still feeding out the same. And I won't just put it on the men because these women trifling too. You know what I'm saying?
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. We the most trifling.
We trife.
We are.
But I mean, I think it's all feeds down to, that we tired. We tired as hell. Like, all right, cool. He gonna do nothing but play me anyway. I might as well play him before he play me.
This is clear. So let me jump to a comment right quick. Danielle said lust equals you still want to smash even though their personality is trash, or you can't see yourself maintaining a friendship. Tish said, "Hey Tish boo, this is so true." Remedy said, "I've never seen somebody sip a shot." Listen, if you know how I get when I get drunk, D Remedy, give me a moment. I got to sip this shot, okay? Because you ain't ready. This ain't this Wednesday. This ain't Friday Night Live. I can't be Kiki for Friday, okay? Trying to keep it clean.
Shots, sis.
Huh?
We doing shots.
Listen, I got some tequila. I'm just sipping the shot. No, no,
Oh,
no. Don't take my behavior.
it ain't no fun. That's my homies have some. Hold on.
I'm a bad influence. Like literally, I am. Y'all should be trusting me. This ain't what he want. I agree, Carrie. Take your time. I have to. Like seriously, I be trying to pace myself. I'm trying to be clear, Urban Assets. Y'all definitely go check out my bro at Urban Assets. Y'all check out Carrie, y'all, Mr. and Mrs. Matt. Like, they got the best podcast ever. So while Basika is actually pouring her a shot, what you shooting now? What you shooting?
Girl, I just got wine. I ain't got no.
Oh,
I'm on the
that,
because I'm only drinking wine for the next 30 days.
okay, gotcha.
I,
That's I won't be a bad influence. Um, y'all definitely please drop y'all link. Like, I love them so much. Basika, if you're not following them, my friend Carrie and her husband,
what's
they
their
have like one of the dopest podcasts ever, and I just love them. Like, seriously, I'll be waiting on edge of my seat. Like, when they gonna drop it? When they gonna drop
what?
it? They had me waiting until after Valentine's Day. Like, ain't nobody trying to wait until after Valentine's Day, but it was a dope ass podcast. So hopefully drop y'all link. If y'all not following them, definitely do. They have great conversation. Urban Access Network also has a podcast where he does with his homeboy. They super dope. Like, if you're looking for something great to listen to and some good advice, or it's just some funny shit, like, definitely follow them. So okay, getting back on track. Danielle said, "Love is an action. You're committed to being a part of their lives through good and bad. You can't see yourself without them in your life." So she's giving us a good balance between lust and love. I still agree or think that it's really, really hard to discern because, like, seriously, them first couple of months, you be feeling a certain kind of way. You laughing every time that you see them, you smiling, you whatever, but really you don't know until you hit that first problem. That's when you know that shit. I don't know if this ain't love, or you're able to identify if this is love or if it's lust. And depending on how you react to that first situation is a big, I mean, it's how you determine where you are. So go ahead with your story. I'm sorry.
All right. So, I'm probably one of the most wide open people you ever meet in your life. Like, I don't care about being judged because I'm not a judger. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I think every woman has been through something.
Absolutely.
Your time is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, everybody has been through a heartbreak. I just had a son. My son will be 6 months on the 24th of this month.
Okay.
Um, his father and I were like best friends. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the stage of the who, and I don't even think we got to the what and the when. I think we were just at the who and the why.
Okay. The who and the what?
Who are you? Okay, do you really? Okay, cool. Okay, you kind of proving yourself a little bit. This is your house. That is your car. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You really
Right.
up. You know what I mean? So we got past that part, and then the why is like, oh my god. The red flags is like, are they really red or they might be a little bit pink? I don't.
Okay. So let me stop you right there. Because I think that this is really important for us to expound on. Why do we do that? Like, why do we, when we know something is, like, seriously, we will look into somebody else's situation and we will tell them that's a red flag. Get the hell on. You don't need to do this. But when it comes to us, we be like, is it pink? Is it white? Wait a minute, that wasn't really right there. So
It was
in
more.
your situation, what made you decide that this was pink. This wasn't really a red flag. And
Okay.
Chris, I see you there, bro. I'm bringing you in. Be patient for me, okay?
Okay. So at this point, I was like, you know what? We both young. We really not trying to look for a commitment. We not really, monogamous yet. He just still having fun. I'm still having fun. I'm gonna let him get rid of his hoes first.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's
So
like,
you knew it was hoes.
oh, girl. The,
Okay.
right now, where we are today, I think back on the lies and I want to choke the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, not one, did you just think I was going to believe that? You thought I was stupid.
Got it.
And you played me for a fool. And then it's like, I kind of like be like doing this to myself. Like, you fell for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's kind of like, once again, I wasn't really, I've never been like a habitual dater. Like,
Okay.
if I'm going to date a guy, I'm going to date him and only him at one time. And that's
Okay.
when I met my son's dad. Like, it was just literally like, Oh my God, I like him. Girl, when I say we had so much fun together, Kiki, like when I say, girl, we Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, girl, we find something to do. We laughing, we playing cards, we joking, we making videos, we just crazy dancing in the kitchen, just crazy, and then he always asked me, why did you fall in love with me like that? I'm like, you were exactly what I needed when I needed it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like I was in a place where, I was so tired of like being lied to and hurt and disappointed and used. And then he came along and immediately he didn't show me exactly what I had already been through.
Okay.
But he gave me exactly what I wanted in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I was caught up in that little rapture, you got me.
Right.
Pow, 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 pow. Like it's like pow, and it's like I couldn't
A
escape.
whole
Oh,
TKO.
I couldn't escape. And this thing, we had an argument on a, and I said I'm done. I'm finished. I'm
Mm-hmm.
pregnant on that Sunday.
You were pregnant the next Sunday?
Okay, so that Thursday, let's just say tomorrow, we had an argument.
Uh-huh.
Sunday was when I found out I was pregnant.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days after
I said,
you found out you were pregnant.
I'm done with you and your shit. You sorry motherfucker. I'm done.
So wait a minute, catch me up because y'all were best friends.
Okay. So it was my fault for fishing. They say when you go looking for shit, you find it.
Okay.
I had did a little digging because I was curious, And
Uh-huh.
Instagram is exactly what it is. It tells a story.
Okay.
Um, he had gone out to eat with a young lady, and her page was not private. And
Okay.
that he was out to eat with his friends, and I saw a knockoff Gucci bag on the table.
It was a knockoff.
It was a knockoff. It was plastic-ish, you know. And I, you, she had followed me probably about 3 weeks prior to this,
So she knew about you.
allegedly.
Okay. Okay. I won't accuse nobody. Okay. Quote unquote. Great. Great.
So I'm like, that's that bitch that looked like Big Bird.
She looked like Big Bird.
Big
Look, see, listen, I'm gonna have to log out. Like you can't. She can't be Big Bird. She can't be Big Bird.
the height.
She can't have a fake Gucci and a B&B Big Bird. She
It was,
can't, and not at the same time. We got to take one or the other.
if you could imagine Big Bird as a person, it was her. Okay. All right. So I'm like, I went back because I asked him, I was like, why do I keep getting all these random friend requests from these women all of a sudden?
Uh-huh.
And I opened my page wide up for a reason.
Mm-hmm. So you were being strategic.
In fact, if Top Notch Investigator Bob was a title, it would be mine. BIACSIFBI. All them alphabets need to hire me because I will solve all the cases.
Okay.
Stop playing me. Okay. I did that. So I went back. I'm just like, okay. I'm like, nah, I'm scrolling down a couple of weeks back. I'm like, that's her. Girl, I done went back. The same purse, she was at the smoking room on Old National.
Uh-huh.
In the bathroom with that same teal green Gucci bag that was sitting on that table.
We're gonna have to call it something other than Gucci because we ain't seen Gucci in teal green. But
It
go
was
ahead.
Flucci. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Flu.
All right.
I asked him, I was like, listen, I'm not really like problematic or whatever. I was like, but what's up? Like you want a date? Just let me know. He's like, I'm out with my cousin. I said,
No, the cousin.
okay.
Okay.
So I hit her up in her DM.
You did what?
I hit her DM.
Oh my.
She was like, "Oh, he told me you was his cousin."
Mm.
And yeah, my cousin probably gonna hit you up on some funny shit. She always be pestering the women that I date because she want me to fuck with her girlfriend.
Oh, so he was ready. He already knew what direction to go.
I already brought it, and I shouldn't have brought it to his attention, so he wouldn't have been on go.
So let me ask you something. You were already in love at this point.
Oh, girl, I was all in.
You were all in. Okay.
I didn't even like
Because
you.
this is somebody that you considered your best friend, right?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay.
Girl, yes. So at this point, I was just like, if it wasn't what I was feeling, the feelings and emotions weren't there, I would have been like, nigga, fuck you and her.
Mm-hmm.
She ugly. Like, she big and shit. Like, fuck y'all.
Listen, and if it's the pictures that you showed me, let me be close.
Yes, the pictures. The
Listen, I'm
pictures.
all about woman empowerment, but we're gonna have to do better as women, y'all. We're gonna have to do better.
Yes.
We gotta do better. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. Like it ain't no other choice. Like I seriously, I want to build you up.
Imagine Big Bird with a temp fade.
I already saw Big Bird with that temp fade. I ain't gonna lie.
Big Bird with a temp fade and a fake Gucci. That was who he was fucking around with.
I need how to get rid of that Gucci bag.
So all of that occurred. His best friend jumped in and was like, "You tripping? You shouldn't have hit that girl up." And she was like, "I ain't gonna never leave him alone." Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Nigga, fuck you. I'm done. Like that's whack. You shouldn't have lied to me. We're friends. Like we're not even in a relationship. Like I'm more into it than you are. Okay, cool."
So were you already pregnant at this point?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So listen, I got Cool Chris and I got this dude. I'm gonna join them real quick because they're dudes and I really want to hear what their opinion is about this situation.
Up in the corner now. I don't want nobody jacking me up.
They super cool. I love them. They super positive. They ain't gonna give us nothing but positive feedback. You know already I'm not gonna put you in a bad situation.
Okay.
So these are guys that I absolutely trust. Hey Cool Chris. Hey this dude, how you doing?
Put that cup down, bitch. You better not be eating no damn cereal. Ain't no cereal eating tonight,
I
goddamn.
know ain't nobody finna fool with Vince and them goddamn cereal. How y'all doing? Thank y'all so much for joining.
Doing good.
One of the things that Basika wanted me to make sure of is that we had some positive male interaction because she's really trying to figure out this situation.
Hey yo, hold on, real quick. Hold on. Homegirl, that sweatshirt, fire. I need a link. I need like a price or something.
Atlanta
The
is
sweatshirt.
I'm as Atlanta as they come. Yes.
Yes, like, and let me see. I didn't even introduce her right. She is, y'all follow Kinda Bossy on Instagram. Dopest fucking bartender that you know. Like seriously, any event that I have, I'm hiring her for a bartender because we be stupid drunk. Okay, let me be clear.
She's
the best tasting and the strongest drinks that you have ever met. I mean, have ever met. That you've ever tasted. Like seriously, she's super dope. You know what I'm saying? If you got any events, y'all definitely check her out. When you get a chance, Sika, please drop your information or whatever. Because I want to make sure people follow you and they use you for your social services because you are super dope. So we did y'all have anything that y'all wanted to add right now based off?
No. I am waiting for the rest of these details.
Okay, great. Chris, what about you? Did you have anything you wanted to add, or you still listening to Sika?
She was getting into the good stuff after the breakup was coming, so that's what I'm kind of waiting to see.
Okay, Sika, go ahead with your story.
So we're at like Wednesday night, come Thursday. Thursday morning, I'm like, you know what? I ain't fooling with you. You got all got a cheerleader full of lies behind you. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Friday, didn't talk to him. Good. Sunday, didn't talk to him. Good. I went out to dinner with my sister, her husband, and his siblings for their birthday.
Okay.
I feel good. I'm drinking shots and I'm gassed at the same time. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? right?
Mm-hmm.
Monday morning, I take a pregnancy test. 5 of them.
And a 5.
5.
The first, and then here's the thing: I woke up with a hangover and I was late for work, so I was like, "Let me just take this little test. It ain't right." Took it, put them on the counter. When it made my bed, ironed my work shirt, ran the shower. As I'm brushing my teeth, I'm looking over to the left, and I'm like, "Oh shit! I forgot I took these tests."
I looked over to the left.
I damn near passed the fuck out.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? I'm going to invest in pregnancy tests because that's where the money is.
There needs to be a black-owned pregnancy test.
Though, not $5 tree, 5 EPTs.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to invest in all of them.
EPT about $14.99 a piece.
Them shits is expensive.
$5 of them shits.
Because because they come 2 in the pack sometimes. So I'm just like, okay, my body, I know my body, something isn't right. I'm like, I'm sick. I never get sick. I never be like Christmas. I was crying and shit. Like, I'm just like, something ain't right. I'm just too emotionally disturbed right now. And I was like, okay, I knew what it was. All right, cool.
Listen, I tried to just sit here and listen, but I need a snack while you talk. Hold, you keep talking. I'm still listening.
Okay. Fast forward, 4 months. I'm 4 months into my pregnancy, and we haven't talked.
Y'all haven't talked. So the communication is off, which is one of the most important aspects of the whole relationship. Y'all not communicating no more, and this is your best friend.
Yeah. I'm sad. I'm crying.
Not be no serious events.
I'm pitiful. Like, I'm just like, I had nobody. Probably one of the most devastating, depressing states of my life. Like, you got pregnant, and then quarantine had just hit. You know, it was kind of. I couldn't go nowhere. I'm a bartender. I'm a socialite. I'm the life of the party. I went from that to nothing.
Yeah. You can't drink no more.
Right. Hello.
Because I was a bartender. I used to drink all the time.
I lost my best friend, and then it's like I'm contemplating, like, where's my life going from here, right? All
right. So Crystal asked Sika. She asked, did you tell him that you were pregnant at this point? So you found out Monday that you're pregnant. Did you go ahead and tell him?
Probably about 10 a.m. because I had to be to work at 10 and I was late as hell. So I found out I was pregnant, and then his phone was going, my phone, when I rang him, it was going straight to voicemail. So I'm going, like, I'm texting him. I'm like, call me ASAP. Where are you? What's up? Hello? Question mark. Magnifying face, everything. Like, I'm just going crazy. So I hit him up on Instagram. Going straight to the when I tried to video him on Instagram, it's going straight to anger.
Okay.
I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm at work. I couldn't even function. Like, I had to have, like, my manager, like, take my orders and shit. Like, I couldn't even do nothing. Like, I'm in the back. I'm in the freezer bawling, crying. Like, I just couldn't take it. Then my phone rang. It was him. He was like, I just landed in Texas. And I'm like, yeah, so you good? He was, I'm straight. What's up? I told him, I said, well, remember when I told you I thought I was like, well, yeah, I took a couple of positive. He was like, what? You know, that bullshit out. What?
Yeah, what?
Like, right, like he doing that little scratch on the head, like,
that little back of the head, sure, it's like shit. It really be shit.
I don't know, girl.
Why you telling me?
Yeah,
what you want me to do about this?
I didn't drink juice that day. That's the only way I get people pregnant is when I drink juice, and I ain't having no.
Nah, it can't be mine because that morning I didn't have no oatmeal. So if I had that oatmeal.
Hit you with that. You know what? It's against my religion to have kids. So I know it ain't mine.
Right.
Can't be mine.
He coming with this.
We don't make babies in my family. We ain't mine. Nah.
Nah, we don't even know how to do that. My swimmers ain't swimming forever. Nah.
Yeah, they boycott. Nah,
Exactly.
nah.
For real, like you meant to call me.
Yeah,
Yo, did you dial the right number? Hello? I don't even know if I know you like that.
yeah, cuz. Hey, I can tell you this though, CC.
Yes.
Anytime, I don't know why it works like that, but anytime you're dealing with the person you're not supposed to be with, you can sneeze and get pregnant by that person.
Hello.
And it'd be couples that be trying and trying and trying and can't do it. But that wrong person can come in and put that nail in that coffin and that'd be it. He'd be like, shoot, yeah, you pregnant. I sneeze. I got you. And that'd be it. It'd be like that.
He said, tell me
But, but y'all gotta understand, this is her best friend. This is somebody that she's established a relationship with.
like
She's established.
Should have been right. If I'm your best friend
relationship.
and we are smashing and you get pregnant, I should be excited. I should be ecstatic about this.
But you know what though? They always say sex complicates things. So he was your best friend until y'all, then everything changed after that. Now he put you in the you just like the girl down the street phase. And that's what you gotta be careful for.
Well, I've never been the type to like, not understand that because I'm very verbal. I'm very great with communication. So all he had to do was tell me, you know what? We fucked up last night. We should have done that shit. We ain't gonna never.
But why would he tell you that?
Though. We
Why would he
stupid.
tell you
We
that?
stupid though. We stupid. We don't understand that.
If you love me, I mean, if you care for me and you are like my confidant, and
No. He cared while he was getting it.
I cared. Listen, I cared when we was friends.
Yeah.
Once my penis has entered the chat,
it's over.
This is a different conversation.
That's
y'all best friends though. Like seriously, I don't know. I don't have a male best friend. I have people that I call brothers.
Hold on.
Okay.
Because I got you. I'm about to answer a bunch of your questions.
Okay.
My little monologue I'm finna launch into.
Go ahead. Come for us. Come for us.
Because Cece, what I would really want, and I don't want an answer to this, I just want you to think about this question I'm about to ask you. It's rhetorical. That's the word I was looking for. Look at the relationships he's had, the women he's interacted with. How did he handle them?
And that's what I was getting.
I just said I don't really want an answer. I just want you to think about the answer. See, because I don't know, because I might have missed that while I was looking for my iPad when you was talking about that. But you, if he has a history of any sort of mistreating, mistreating or dismissing or belittling the relationships he has with women, the fact that you're his best friend does not mean he's going to treat you different. And it's an unfortunate disconnect between men and women on that front. But for us, it's why did you think you would be different? For you, it's I was always different. Why wouldn't I be different here?
So Mr. and Mrs. Mack just made a good comment. They said women have sex and it's emotional. It definitely is emotional for us. Men have sex and it's just sex. Yeah, so I definitely agree with that because I do be feeling like I ain't gonna lie when we be like because if you think about it, Cece, we be like, oh, we finna go get this lingerie set. Where you go?
Somebody probably called her.
Okay, we be like, we finna go get this lingerie set. We finna smell good. This smell good on me. We be all into it. We don't talk to 50 of our girlfriends like, girl, I'm finna do this. You know what I mean? And I think that they really be just like, shit, I'm finna smash.
I can't hear. I can't hear.
Yeah,
we can hear you.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
You muted yourself.
Can you take yourself off mute?
Turn the volume up.
Take the child protection out.
Check your Wi-Fi because
I can't go no higher.
It ain't you. It's definitely her.
Yeah. Oh, she done left.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. Somebody called her phone. Old boy we talk about was probably watching this video.
You ain't gonna be talking about
hell me. Nah. Y'all can stop talking about me right now.
Y'all stop it.
But to a point, you know what? Because it's females that I just really don't stand. And they be like, what you want to do? I be like, what you want to do? And it is what it is. And I'm still going to hate you. And they be like, well, why you did that? I mean, you said what you gonna do, and I told you. But that's just, I know that it's a difference when you're trying to actually be with that person. I think that because I can't speak for all men, I can speak on me. When it's a woman that I really felt and I thought she was could be something, I would hold off on it. I
Mm-hmm.
I would put off on it, and I would try to know everything that I can about her. And the more I know about her, I'd be like, you know what? This might be the one. And I just let her know that look, we don't have to do that. We can do other things. And I try to hold off on it to the point to where okay, once we both get there, then we're there, and if everything all even, all right. But if I take her out and I go over her house and I'm just sitting on the couch and she trying to jump on me and I be like, damn, baby, you didn't want to jump on them dishes in the kitchen? I mean, goddamn,
The
you might need
disqualification, Chris.
you might need to jump on them dishes. That now I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, I gotta observe her living. See, she still got dishes.
This
Where
nigga said
we
not
ate?
the
We
dishes.
ate chili dogs last week. I still see chili on the goddamn couch. So I'm like, I can't do it. And in that case, she gonna get them, and then I'm out.
But
She can't.
again, we got to go back to the fact that in this specific situation with Cece, this was somebody that she knew. This is somebody that she loved already because this is her best friend. When us as women, when we can give you the label of best friend, that mean that you mean something to our asses. Like it ain't like seriously. If you anything like me, I don't. I'm not just gonna label you a best friend if you're not a best friend. Best friends has it's some criteria there. You know what I mean? So, and I know CC, so I know that her best friend criteria, it was built off some shit. It wasn't just, oh, I met you and we had a good time. It was some, I saw these qualities in you. So this is a little bit different. CC, continue with your story.
All right. I kind of forgot where I left off.
You was calling him and trying to tell him that you was pregnant.
Yes.
And he was like, nah, fam, I ain't accepting no phone calls today.
Pretty much. So, he was like, "Oh, I just landed in Texas. I'll hit you when I get back on Wednesday." I'm like, "All right, cool." So I'm like, "All right, well, maybe I can base my first appointment around like Thursday or whatever, so he can come."
Mhm.
I'm getting offended because you laughing.
Don't be laughing, Vince. This is my friend.
Because listen, and here's why I'm laughing. Because that was such a responsible thing to do.
Okay.
You did
So why is it funny?
you literally did exactly what you should do, but I know this piece of shit nigga did not.
All right.
Like before you even start the rest, I already know you told him. He was like, "Oh shit."
Yes. So Wednesday. Okay. So I made my appointment. I asked him to be back. He said I'll be back on Wednesday at 9 a.m. I was like, all right, cool. Well, I'll pick you up from the airport and I'll 12:45 at the OBGYN.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, well, oh no, you don't gotta pick me up. I'll just go to the house, get my truck, and then I'll come back. Just send me the address. I was like, all right, cool. So the address, Wednesday come around, I didn't hear. So I was so sad, like I was so fucked up, like I literally like so embarrassed that I had told my mom. I was like, with me. So he told me, oh, I'm stranded in Texas because the weather's bad. Like I told you before, I need to be employed by all of these alphabet people, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went on, I looked, he only flies Delta. I looked at all the Delta flights. I looked at the weather in Houston, Dallas, and every other airport. Sunny as a motherfucker. 82, 85, 86. Ain't no rain, ain't no hurricanes, ain't no earthquakes, no tsunamis, ain't none of that shit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Clear weather. He lied.
Mm.
So I didn't even worry about reaching out to him anymore. Like I just was like talk to him for like a good solid 4 months. So the pandemic hit and I was just fed up. Like I was like he might text me like once a week and be like, "You okay?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, that'll be like once a week." So I just reached out to him one day, like, dude, like, not only am I carrying your child, you know, I'm not working. You know, we're in the middle of the pandemic. I said you couldn't even call me to see if a bitch needed some Sarah Lee, and he was like, "What's Sarah?" And I'm like, you know what? Don't even worry. I said I could have been fucked. Luckily, you know, I was like, oh, I know you good. I know you be down. I know you a hustler. I ain't got to worry about you. I said, but what if I wasn't? What if I was sick? What if I was on bed rest? What if I was fucked up? I ain't nothing going on. What if I was hungry, lights off, water off, not working because of COVID? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I know you. I know you better than that. I'm like, man, whatever. Fuck that. Didn't talk for another month and a half.
So you got gangster quick.
Huh?
You got gangster with him quick.
Like the switch up was
Here's
real.
the thing. Like I've always been like a savage when it came to men. Like I've always been that way. But I fell for him. Like, you know how much trouble I got in with my friends, my sister, my family when it came down to why the fuck you being so soft for this nigga?
And her sister ain't no bitch. Let me be clear.
Like
Yeah.
everybody know, ain't no like that ain't no, oh, is it baby? Is she baby? Like none of that. There's none of that. My son made me soft, and that's probably the only like, softness that I got. I be getting in trouble for being soft these days. Come down to my son's dad because he was like, and that nigga a pussy himself. You know.
How old is this dude?
He'll be 40.
Whoa!
Yeah.
He playing peekaboo at 40.
All right, hold up. I got like a really serious question to ask. Before all of this, like all the details that we're currently listening to, have y'all had some kind of a conversation establishing the parameters of your relationship?
On establishing one after the fact?
No, prior to.
So in other words, he knew that y'all were best friends, but
Right.
did y'all ever discuss if anything moved past the best friends? Because creating a life together is different.
Right.
Or it's a little bit more
outside of the title of the best friend. Like we always had to that we wanted to build with our best friend, if that makes sense. Like it's like I don't want to just meet no random guy and just jump into a relationship. I want to be best friends first, and then we get to that point where we're.
So the understanding was that y'all was gonna move towards a monogamous and lasting relationship.
Absolutely. That's what I'm getting to. I swear to God, this long drawn out story has a point. I promise.
okay. So let me ask you a question because these are questions that's coming in the chat. Does he have any other kids, Bisika?
No.
He does not have any other kids, guys, for everybody that's asking that question. Okay, so go ahead. Go ahead with your story.
I keep forgetting where I am. Yeah, so I just was like, fuck it. Like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Okay, cool. So his birthday is in May. So May 14th is his birthday. We kind of like roll around and we start talking. He came to that one appointment and then we went out to eat. And then he was like, do I have anything to worry about? Is this gonna be my child? Like I had anybody else like, months prior to us being together. That was not even a worry in my mind, you know. So everything went along. I had a gender reveal. Found out I had a son. So when I found out we were having a son, I came around a little bit more. Came around more, but he was still so distant. It was just weird. Like he was like around, but he really wasn't. Mind you, I carried my pregnancy so well. I lost weight, looked damn good. And he was like, oh, I got to hold you because nobody else fuck with you while you're pregnant. Come to find out, here I am again playing Expect the Gadget. I hacked his account.
You had to what? I'm sorry.
I hacked his phone account.
Okay.
and I found out he was dealing with a woman that was pregnant.
Somebody else was pregnant?
Yes. But she wasn't pregnant by
But she wasn't pregnant by him.
What?
She was
Yo,
pregnant.
my man be doing too much.
Very much so.
Her and my son's dad had met in February of 2020. She was pregnant but didn't know. She didn't find out she was pregnant until March.
Okay.
And she told him this is what over the phone because I'm looking at the phone records and the text records. I'm lining up.
Damn, you doing some MacGyver type stuff.
Yeah, I
Your
was
home inspect the gadget. She just said that.
paid for this shit. Eat me, holler at me. Like I swear to God, I can figure this shit out. So, out number to number, message to message. Because it only showed me numbers, phone numbers. It didn't show me the exact dialogue of the text. It just said whether it was a message or a picture message or a regular message.
Okay.
Particular number they had just been talking. So he's from the country. I live all the numbers like 478, 470. That's his family, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that Florida number that just stood out. I asked him one morning. I was like, "Who you know live in Florida?" He was like, "What the fuck you talking about? I don't know nobody." I know what he liked. That's what made me go further. So when I went further, I called her. I got 2 phones. I called her. I said, "Hi, how are you?" I was just a little bit curious. I wasn't mean to her. I wasn't disrespectful. She told me everything I wanted to know. She broke it down. She was like, "Yeah, I don't know anything about you. Let me call you back." Call him. She called him. They hung up. He called me crying. And then she didn't call me back. Back down. She was like, "Girl, I'm 8.5 months pregnant." No, she told me she was 6 months pregnant. I was 8.5 months pregnant at that time.
Okay.
She was like, "We fucking, y'all having protected sex?" She was like, "No." I almost died. My whole spirit left my body. Like I literally like damn near like passed out on the floor.
I'm dying now.
She was like, "But you worry about because I'm pregnant and I just got tested."
What?
I was like, "You're pregnant?" I was like, "Are you pregnant by him?" She was like, "No, I ain't pregnant by him. I'm pregnant by my ex-boyfriend."
She think.
So I was like, I said, "What?" Like I'm out of breath as I'm talking. Like my body, my breath is like out of my body. Like I'm just like talking. And she's like, "Yeah, because we were together and I have a daughter and he takes care of me and my daughter." I said, "So when you say take care of, does he pay your bills?" She was like, "No, he be picking us up." And I was like, "How old are you?" She's like 27. I said, "Yeah, you let me say something." I just broke it down to her. I was like, "Listen." She was like, "He told me that he only fucked you once. His homeboy saw y'all in the grocery saw you in the grocery store. You told the homeboy that you was pregnant, that he should reach out to you, and he got to get a DNA test because he don't know if your son is."
Hmm.
Hey, I'm on the phone. I'm like this. Literally, I'm like this. I got one phone in my ear, and I got her on speaker, so he's listening to everything that she's saying. So I'm like, "Do you hear her? Hear what she's saying?" I said, "Did you really say that?" And he up. And she was like, "Listen, I know you." She said, "But I've been hurt before, and I'm hurting right now because I thought that was my man." And she said, "I would never lie to you." She said, "If you need anything else from me, more than what you got to me." And I was just like stuck. Like I'm sitting in this style 8.5 pregnant in the middle of my bed, trying to figure out what did I do as a woman that was so fucked up to make him go out and do this shit to me. Fast forward a couple of weeks later, forgave him. I don't know why. I forgave him. I didn't forget. I accepted his apology, and I think that's the difference to where you kind of like accept your apology versus forgiving versus forgetting process, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I called, it's kind of like I was talking to one of my girlfriends. My girlfriend Tammy's like 54, but she married to one of my peers who I went to high school with. He 33,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's kind of like when she be telling me shit, I listen. But she's an older woman. She said, "Cece, sometimes love ain't even enough, girl." I said, I told her what happened. She was like, "That's so fucked up." And then now, because he's trying to better himself, he's come back around. He takes care of my son, but now he's so all of badly in love with me.
So I'm going to stop right here because I want to make sure that I remind you, and I don't know that you are carrying this, but I have to say it. It's not you. It's totally him. Okay? And I'm going to need you to know that, like, from the bottom of your heart. Like, seriously, Cece, please do not take on that responsibility for him because that's the type of shit that be having us fucked up for years. Like, it's our fault, and it's not. Like, seriously, it's not. Now, I won't say that there weren't signs before that made you you could have discerned between, because I do think that based on the story that you're telling us that there were signs before, but at the same time, please don't take on that responsibility
It's
because
still not
that's
your
not
fault.
yours to take
That's
on.
still not your fault.
Like, this story is like I'm literally about to cry. Like, I'm so hurt because
That
I
was
know what it's like. I do. I've experienced very similar things. You know what I mean? But like, I really need you to know that, like, please, if you can do anything, and I know that it's not easy because it's not easy for me, and it's probably not easy for a lot of women. But you cannot take on his responsibility. You cannot take on the fact that he didn't do the right thing. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, if anything that you can let go of that. Okay?
that's my dilemma. Like I love him for who he is as a person. He's a very he comes from extremely wonderful background. He has a huge family. I love that. He loves his mom. I love so many different things about him. But the fact that he did that to me when I was pregnant, like if I hadn't been pregnant, I'd have been like, nigga, fuck, chuck the deuces and got the hell off.
Right.
But
He knew he
eight,
had you. That's why he was
eight
doing it.
and a half months pregnant, Kiki, when I tell you I was in the middle of my floor holding my belly, my son, because I was scared I was going to have a miscarriage because I was so fucking out.
Oh my God.
Like, imagine that shit. Because somebody that you love, like, really took you for granted. And now that's his excuse now. I had him on his knee. He called my sister and was like, Keisha, please talk to your sister. I took you for granted. I'm sorry. Those girls didn't mean anything. She was just a fly by night. She was just something to do. And it's like, I love him. And then, like, I still hate him for putting me through so much turmoil. Kiki, I was sick as fuck. I was so fucking sick to the point where, like, I had the best pregnancy ever. Like, my son was sick. I didn't gain no weight. I had the best pregnancy ever. But though that last half a month, that month, girl,
Miss Cece, can I ask you a question real quick?
Oh my God.
Miss Cece, can I ask you a question real quick?
yeah.
Let
Hold
me
on,
ask you,
Chris. Hold
yeah,
on, Chris. Before you ask, Cece, I need you to take a few deep breaths.
that was what I was going to say too.
Good.
I know you good, but you don't
Yeah.
look like you good. So I need you to take a few deep breaths. No.
And thank you so much for being so vulnerable. Like, my God, like I just can't even.
Parent,
Because
like I said
because
before, like everybody has been through something, and I want to be like the outlet sometimes when it comes to people being more vocal when it comes down to like hurt and pain and anxiety and depression and stuff like that. Like, luckily, I'm a strong woman. Luckily, I could have been weak, and you know what I'm saying, like to the point where like I was, you know, it was painful. If I had been a weak woman, Lord knows the amount of pain that I was in, where my mind would have taken me.
Right.
You know, but it's like I had to be strong for my son because at this point I have a fully developed individual inside of me. Like I had to be fully aware of him and his health, and I couldn't be stressed out, you know, over this time of what he was being at that moment. What the fuck, nigga? Like I couldn't allow that to take me over the edge. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always been strong, always been like you know, 100,000% aware of who I am as a woman. But it's like these men sometimes they actions and the things that they do, they can tear you down the lowest fucking denominator. Like that shit be scary as hell. Like I see women be battered, and I see women you know, that neglect their children for men, and women that lose themselves over men. And it was like I could have been that girl. I could have been her.
Right.
All right, so look, I'm gonna stop you because A, I interrupted Chris before he could ask you a question, but B, it is important to me that you hear this from a grown ass man's mouth. Every single day that you wake up and that little boy is in that bedroom, you go in there, you kiss him, and you thank God that you got him. It don't matter how you got him, you thank God that you got him. But the rest of that bullshit is exactly that. It's bullshit. It's some shit that happened to you that you powered your way through, that you now have the opportunity to flush down the toilet.
Okay, so now here we are about that. So all my whole up until this exact, like my mom called me last weekend.
I'm mad aggravated right now.
Go to some cereal, Vince.
Last weekend, it was like, "Why are you being so?" I'm like, "Mom, what are you talking about?" She's like, "He called your dad so upset because he said that you're being and you treat him like shit." I'm like, because he was gone. He's in the military. He was gone for. And he had just been out with his little, with no mask on, traveling with all these layovers and shit. And I told him, I said, "You come back because you get before you're around." And then he took that as an insult and called my parents and basically was just like,
"This nigga told on you? What the?
This nigga told on me. This nigga told on me." Like,
hey, yo, hold up. I'm interrupting again. I got to ask a question that I normally would not ask. I would normally just leave this in the wind and just assume it to be so. The dick was so good that you let this nigga snitch on you to your mom?
And dad.
And dad, my nigga.
And dad.
Pour out, babe. Pour out. Listen, I'm finna pour out too.
This was my question at first because I know a lot of women that this happens to. Was it the fact that this is your first child, right?
yes.
Okay. See, that's another thing.
Cute, y'all.
That's the thing about it. You try to make that work because it's the first child. You don't want to be.
This nigga
I don't want to be.
fired.
I don't want to have a baby daddy. I want a family.
Yes.
And you tried to make it work so much for your son instead of putting how you felt. Mm-hmm. And I got a lot of women that do that. I got a lot of friends that do that. I'm like, if it ain't working, if you're not happy, then you just need to go. You cannot.
Kiki, do you need some tissue?
I do, but I'm hurt. Like, this is somebody that I know. Like, seriously, and
I hear you.
I just can't. Like, it's too much because it's not only is it very similar to things that I've experienced, but somebody I care about. Like, y'all just forget me, focus on her. Keep it going. Keep going.
He's gonna try to use that boy, your son, When he know he can't get you, he's gonna try to use his son to get to you. So that's another way you're gonna have to be strong. Because like you saying, he want to come in, do what he want to do, then he want to leave and have his little hall pass. Then he want to come back. I want to be there for my son, like Tyrese and Baby Boy. No, we not playing that,
I,
homeboy. We is not playing that.
That was a
Jody
great
had to take
analogy.
some ass whoopings for him to understand how to treat his woman. And then once he took them ass whoopings, once he got hit so hard he flipped over a couch, he understood what it was. It's gonna take you to be that woman to be like, look, just take care of your son. I'm gonna be all right. Then
see,
you
I've
go
tried
get you.
that. I've tried that, and here we are again. He's like,
But
But
I
see,
here's
love you though.
instead
wait,
of
wait,
Like,
trying it,
wait, 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 wait,
like
wait, wait,
you love me
wait,
now. You didn't love me
wait though.
then.
See, let me ask you another question. Are you aware of the difference between what you are worth and what you get?
Absolutely aware.
Okay,
My
I'm only asking you
confidence,
that.
no.
Listen, I'm only asking you that because a lot of people like to say this statement right here, and it makes me chuckle when they say it. You deserve better. No, you deserve what you settle for. And if you are settling for this bullshit, is another statement people say all the time. If you like it, I love it.
yeah.
Okay, but
You
so believe
listen.
in
Don't take this as an insult
people
because
can
that's not how I
change.
mean it. Huh?
Do you believe in the saying that people can change?
Yes,
But
I
he had so
do.
many opportunities and he
What
still had it.
what opportunity has he had to change?
A lot
All he's
of
had
them.
the opportunity to do is think of something to say.
Yeah.
He's had plenty of time to think of something to say. When did he have an opportunity to change? And I'm not even laying that at your feet. It's not your fault that he didn't change. He didn't change because he don't want to. He liked
Exactly.
the life he lived. He liked the way he acts, and he very much enjoys being able to come back and lay in your bed whenever you're willing to
And
let
I'm
him.
gonna tell you another thing that he liked to do because this is something that I ain't saying that I used to do it back in the day, but I probably used to. But anyway, how you just be like, well, it's hard for me because I've been hurt before. Let me
Oh
tell you something.
my god! Oh my god!
Don't fall for that. Don't
Listen,
fall for that.
listen. I was on my way there, Chris. I
Don't
promise
fall
you.
for that.
Because because I've been hurt before, so I don't really know how to handle myself in this situation.
It's bullshit.
He uses that at every opportunity he can.
But
Because he knows.
yeah, he know what the. It's like when you play a game and you beat it, you know what to look for to keep on beating it. He's using that same logic
Look,
to
here you go.
manipulate you.
Hold on. You've been
Wait.
as transparent.
Kiana asked Sika, and you don't have to share this if you don't want to, if you're not comfortable with. But she asked if y'all are still sexually active.
Um,
That's a yes.
If so, stop.
listen. Here's the thing. Listen. So
This sounds like a real soft yes.
Yeah,
okay.
just don't do it.
I literally am a very emotional person when it comes down to intercourse, right? Like I can't just hunching on you because I want to. When I say there's no emotion, there's no anything there between him and I at this point. Like nothing is dead, it's dry, it's dull, it's like ill almost.
Keep it like that.
Okay. That's the right place to be. Well,
Yeah,
I wouldn't say it should be that far, but that's the right place
yeah.
to be. You needed to burn that end off.
But see, this is what's going to end up happening. You're going to move on. You're going to find somebody that treats you like you are supposed to be treated. He's going to see that. And then he is going to be like the damn blazing hot winds of hell trying to get back in your good grace. He going to
Now,
try to do everything.
But
Oh,
there's
it's about my
nothing
here,
son.
there
here, here,
though.
here we go. Here we go. Hold on though, because I want to help you with a problem that he's presenting to you, that you're being the caring individual that you seem to be. He's always going to try to play on with you. Okay, so I've been hurt before. Could possibly be true, right? And being hurt, as you can attest to, causes some very mental and emotional traumatic issues, right?
Mhm.
So the next time he pulls that out of his hat, ask him when was the last time he went to see his therapist.
Oh my God, we talked about that on what was Valentine's Day? Sunday? We talked about
Okay.
this Saturday.
Okay, but wait though. If the last time that he went to see his therapist was not within the last week and he has not been seeing said therapist for a minimum of 6 months, he not only is not trying to get fixed, but he's just doing enough to get back with you.
That's it.
Hmm.
And I mean, on his own, a minimum of 180 consecutive days, he has some form of counseling in his life. Because otherwise, he's only doing, I'm going to say this a million times the rest of this conversation, he's only doing enough to get back with you.
And honestly, I don't even think he really like wants to be with me. He just doesn't want anybody else to
Now
be.
that I don't believe. I believe he likes you.
No, no
I
man.
genuinely believe that. You know why? I believe that? Because when you said that you was pregnant, he didn't say get an abortion.
Oh, he begged me to get an abortion.
Oh, did he? Well, then never mind. You might be right. He might
Did
just
you
not
to
want
get
nobody else to do it. Because you left that part out. You did not say that.
Sorry, he begged me. He said I'm not ready. I don't want to. Well, he talked about not being ready for like 4.5 months.
Well, then yeah, he's definitely just keeping you on a string.
Yep.
And here's what's crazy though. See, here's what's crazy is you know that.
I know it, but it's like
Like,
my son looks so much like him,
boom,
and I
and you
want him to
love
be
your
in his
son.
life
You love your son.
so much.
You do.
So, Sika, explain to us where
You a
you are
great
right
mama.
now
I
with
know
this
you're a great mama.
relationship. Explain to us what you want. Explain to us what you desire in this situation. Like,
Like, I'm not happy.
That's
I've
everything.
never in my life said this shit out of my mouth. Like I feel like I'm being like forced into something.
Only you can change your situation. You know what it is you need to do.
Let me tell you the things that I know are wrong here. All right. And I'm not even going to talk about him because I ain't never met him. I don't know nothing about him and I don't need to know a damn thing about him. All I need in this situation is the young lady named CM. That's all I need. You ready? You felt a need to be a member of 5 or 6 different acronym based intelligence intelligence communities. All right, that's one. Two, you then found enough while being a member of those investigative units to have convicted this man of several different crimes. You then felt the need to do so on multiple occasions. And y'all wasn't married? When you looked up and it was the second time and you caught him out on a date with a bitch.
That's over.
He's out on a date and told you the chick was his cousin.
So he know what he
Let
was doing.
me tell you a story. Let me tell you a little story, okay? I have a cousin, my first cousin. Her name is Crystal, who he would text and call. She lived in California, so she would text and call me at 9, 10 o'clock her time. That's 12, 1 o'clock my time. My wife, who had not met my cousin Crystal, looks over my phone and said, who the fuck is texting you at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning? And why she think that's okay? I look at my phone and go, oh, that's my cousin. My wife said, the fuck out of here, your cousin. I had to call my mother to get my mother to tell my wife this really was my cousin. Because I know you want to believe, you want to see the good. You don't want to be a cynic. You don't want to be jaded. You want to give a chance. But some things scream at you, this is dumb. And it ain't even wrong of you to say, listen, I understand that you're telling me this thing is a fact, but I need you to prove this thing is a fact, because far too often this very same thing is lied about commonly. Men have been using this my cousin, oh, she like a sister to me.
And it's not the fact that he lying. It's when he's getting caught, he's trying to get out of it, even though you
By
know what it is.
That's
And he's still lying.
yeah.
So you are a lot of things, and I'm going to list out a few things to you. By no means am I trying to elevate your self-esteem, because that's your self-esteem. I'm just telling you the things that I have noticed. You are not dumb by any means. You are not out of touch with your emotional maturity. You are not out of touch with your mental and emotional needs. You are not out of touch with your physical needs. Then, oh, I didn't almost knock my iPad over. Then you let someone talk you into being out of touch with your mental and emotional needs. Then you allowed him to massage your physical needs while robbing your emotional maturity and destroying your own confidence in your mental acuity. That's your smarts. You did not do anything in this that's stupid. The only thing you did do was allow it to repeat itself. The moment you allowed it to repeat itself, see, I'm not accusing you of anything, and this is no reason for you to feel badly about yourself. But the moment you allowed it to repeat itself, that is your fault.
Let me be clear. I mean, Basika.
Listen.
Vincent and Chris are the two most trusted men that I know. Like seriously, and I cannot help but agree. Like when I tell you they preaching, they are definitely preaching. Like seriously, I hope that you're taking this in, and I hope that you can receive it. I just want the best for you. Like seriously, I do.
At this point, sweetheart, I'm rooting for you. So I need you to hear this and hear this clearly. You weren't dumb. You just allowed something to happen twice, and you didn't notice that you was letting it happen the third time because it was the exact same thing. And you didn't notice it was the same thing till after it happened. Hindsight is 20/20. The thing that I'm worried about is the right man is going to come along, and he's going to have to deal with all the stress, trauma, and bogusness that you have from this. And that's what I'm worried about. I want you to realize that you are everything you ever thought you were, and to not stop being those things. You just got to stop being them to this nigga. Because he did nothing to earn it.
Absolutely.
Yes, he's your best friend. Look, let me tell you, sweetheart, I had a homegirl was my best friend for 16 years.
Preach.
16. I've known her since we were 15 years old. She older than me by a month. Exactly 30 days older than me. We've been friends for so long. When she finally came around the corner with the why didn't we ever, I was fucking appalled. Because if I'm your best friend, listen, look back over here, man. If I'm your best friend, then I'm just your best friend. The moment that we cross that line, you something else.
Mm-hmm.
Once my penis enters the chat, the conversation different.
When you cross borders, you better have that passport.
Try and tell you. The conversation different now.
Very different. Mode, attitude.
And here's one of them things you got to understand. Lots of men treat their mother phenomenally well, but still mistreat the women they are romantically involved with. So I'm not just saying this to you, I'm saying this to every other woman listening. Stop using that as a gauge for whether or not he's a good man. Because I personally do not have a good relationship with my mother. But I'd burn the fucking world to its core for my wife. there is nothing that you did that makes you less of a woman, that makes you less of a person, that makes you less deserving of respect, that makes you less deserving of love, that makes you less deserving of affection. You just made some mistakes. Prayerfully, you're learning from them. You gonna be a savage? Be a savage. You can't only be a savage for 99% of the world. And then wait, of all the people, a person that your family members refer to as a pussy? Ma'am! I broke my wife. My wife is a savage for everybody. Oh my God, it's insane. People think I'm quick with a retort or a joke or some shit like that. Y'all ain't ever had a real conversation with that one. That woman is something else. Right?
See, I think the difference comes. I was in a situation similar like you, but this is when I was like in my early 20s, and I didn't have any kids.
Cece, how old are you?
I'm 35.
Okay.
How old were you when this started?
This was last year.
Okay. Can I ask another question? Were you kind of in that I'm getting kind of old mind state?
It's time for me to do this because society says I should do this at this time.
I didn't put an age on anything, but what I did go into the situation saying is that I was dating with a purpose and I wanted to be, in something.
Yo, but that's fire though. You should be dating with a purpose. But when I asked you if y'all had sat down and had the conversation, you said, and I quote, "We did discuss that we were going somewhere, but my question never really got answered because at no point did you say that y'all said we are this thing."
Okay, so I don't know if you was earlier when I was talking about the who, what, where, lies.
The who, what, where, why.
I think my what was not his what. Like my agreement wasn't his agreement. My one-sidedness was strictly like one-sided. Like it was just strictly on me. Like it wasn't on him.
I got like so many more questions. You're doing so good right now. Continue. I'm sorry.
And it's like the what are we doing? I think it was kind of like blindsided by, but what you doing? What you doing? Not what you doing? Like it was like a back and forth, like a ping pong because I'm asking a question, but he's like really just going off of it because I really just think like he wanted to hit something.
Let me ask you this, Cece. And I think I probably said it, but I'm gonna try to reword this.
No, say it just like you want to say it.
Are you trying to avoid the title? Oh, that's my baby daddy.
Well, I've always that has always been like a standard of mine. Like I would never call a man my baby daddy. Like I even to this day, I don't even say boyfriend. Anything. I say my son's dad. Before my baby daddy, like
you're afraid. The reason why I'm saying
that's funny.
don't let that little status affect anything that you do. Don't let it do that.
Yeah,
The main thing is that you do take care of your son, and you show that Negro that you don't really have to be here for me to be for me to show my son what it is to be not like you.
He calls me mother of the year on a daily. Like he knows I'm going to take care of my child regardless. I don't ask him.
Yeah.
All right.
He does for my son. Like luckily, like thank God, I ain't got no bum. You know what I'm saying? Like taking care of as a.
I got some more questions. Ooh, I got some more questions. See,
so you have all the answers that you need. You know what you don't want in a man. So just go get what you want.
Come on, Chris.
That's it.
Boy, you can solve. Come around this corner.
You can solve your problem right now. You already know what you don't want. So guess what? When dudes come up, hey, I'm this, I don't do this. All right, well, you have a nice one. You can eliminate that from happening again. So you know what you want.
Hold on. There's a problem. It's not that simple because I myself am a complete and utter example of this. A nigga will lie to get what he needs.
Yeah.
A nigga will lie.
But she'll be.
A nigga will become exactly what you need him to be for 90 days to get what he needs.
Well, that's the X factor that no one can predict. That's the X factor that nobody can predict.
Yeah.
You know, that's like
But I
rolling the
agree with
dice.
you. I agree
That's
with
like
you in
rolling the
principle.
dice. You know, you
Now,
don't want to crap out, but
CC,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you finish your drink.
Kiki, my sister, take a drink too.
Listen, I'm out.
Tell
No,
I'm,
that
Mike to
was
go get
water.
no.
CC was
Tell Mike to
drinking
go get
water.
your stuff.
I'm
CC
so
trying to come
emotional,
back
y'all.
down, but
Like,
she can
when I
build
tell
it.
you,
Where's
I
Mike
gotta
at?
put
Tell,
myself
I know
Hey,
together.
Mike
hold
watch.
up though. Let
I'm
me
trying
ask
Mike
this question.
watches need to be right there by Kiki. She needs your
to
shoulder right
put
now.
myself together. This
CC.
ain't no Friday night live. Like, listen. On Friday nights, I'm just all out with it. But right now, my heart
CC.
is so fucking heavy. I can't even tell y'all. Like, literally,
That's
I
cool.
don't even know.
We here to help you release that burden today.
Yeah.
CC, are you a woman of God?
Absolutely.
That's a phenomenal thing. So you're very familiar with the Bible scripture that says something along these lines. He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing.
Good thing.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware of the fact there's a big damn difference between a good girlfriend and a wife?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Would you classify yourself as a wife?
Um,
Mm.
in certain areas, yes.
Okay. But I would say personally, I'm not saying that anyone telling you different is wrong. This is just my humble opinion. I would say if you're looking to be a wife and not just a girlfriend, then you should probably work on those things you think you lacking in the wife arena before you put yourself back on the market to be found. Because if you put yourself back on the market to be found as a wife, but you aren't quite qualified by your own standard, not by my standard, not by somebody else's standard, by the standard in which God has put in your heart as the wife. If you don't think you meet all those qualifications, then don't put yourself back on the market as one until you do.
Cece, baby, let me be clear with you, because you know I love you from the bottom of my heart. Right now in this situation, you're a baby mama. It's okay. I'm a baby mama too. I got a husband, but I'm still a baby mama, okay? You
You
need to be
listen.
confident in that. It's okay to be a baby mama. Them niggas ain't, he is not worthy of you and what you deserve. Okay? Like I need you to know that from the bottom of your heart. Like seriously, I really need you to know that. Like from the bottom of your heart. It's somebody else, I don't know who, but it's somebody else that's so much more worthy of everything that you have to offer. We get in these situations, and in the way that I like to see it, like I always look at Jarian like, you know what I'm saying? Me and his dad weren't meant to be together. We weren't. We were toxic as shit from day one. Okay? But we thought that we could make it work. But we were what was necessary for him to be who he was. Okay. Same thing with your baby right now. He's the most gorgeous, the cutest little thing ever. But you and him, y'all had to come together to be able to be who he is. It doesn't mean that you stuck in that situation. Okay. Like seriously, we can't ever answer why these things are necessary, why we have to go through these things. But what I do know is, friend, you deserve so much more, like you do. And I need you to know that. Like I need you to know that more than anything. I really do. Like I really need you to know that. Like I need you to know that more than anything. You got.
Listen, little sister.
Like I need you to.
Listen, little sister. And I'm calling you little sister because I didn't got mad enough to fight this nigga twice in this conversation. Right?
2 times.
2 times. So it is imperative that you find, first of all, the Bible that you believe in also says to write the vision and make it plain. In another place in the Bible, it says, "For my people perish for a lack of vision." So you gotta write down these things that you think. I'm not talking about a husband. You gotta write down these things you think a wife is supposed to do. I'm telling you, if you write these things down, right? One, you'll have something to refer to when you get in those modes where you know it's time to fix something. You'll refer to your list of shit that you think you need to be. Okay? That's first thing. Second, you'll start realizing some of these things you think a wife is supposed to be is utter and complete bullshit. So you'll start deleting some of those things from your emotions, and they'll stop burdening you because you think you're not living up to some standard that doesn't even make sense. You dig me? So when we get finished with this conversation, I don't care how drunk you is or ain't. You go get a piece of paper. You write down what you think a wife is supposed to be and determine whether or not you think you meet those standards. If you, as you already said, only meet some of those standards, reach up to your shoulder and pull that tag off. You're no longer on the market. You got to work on you. Because if you are looking to be a wife, hear me clearly. If you want to be somebody's damn good girlfriend and grow into a wife, that can work too. But know that you're going into that as a good girlfriend and not as a wife. You may go into this with the purpose of growing into a wife. Cool. But you by your own standard, not by his, not by mine, not by theirs. Your own standard. Are you that? Because it don't matter what everybody else thinks. If you lack the confidence to put yourself in that position, why the fuck would I put you in that position? Why? I'd be setting you up for failure if I did that. And you've given me every excuse I need to never put you in that position. When that's the position you want. I can't show up to Chris's job with my regular driver's license trying to drive an 18-wheeler. Because I'm just a regular license kind of nigga.
Okay.
You're too smart. You're too driven. You're too ambitious. You're too aspirational. You're too inspirational. You're too vulnerable. You're too emotional. You're too every fucking thing you need to be for this kind of garbage right here. Do you have a brother?
Not like
blood brother grew up with.
Best friends for like 22 years. Yeah.
What does he think of this?
He hates that nigga.
Tell me what is that. Kitty, kitty, bang, bang. Get that Negro. Like Cleo said it all. Go get his ass.
He curses out every time he's like, don't call me with that shit because I told
Don't even call me with this.
Yeah. The first time he was like, I've done my share of dogging bitches. That nigga's gonna keep dogging you as long as you allow him to dog you.
Because every time you open the door and put my dish in the middle of the kitchen, guess where I'm going?
He said as long as you allow him to put music, a quarter in your jukebox, that music is gonna play.
Ma'am, I could do this all day. Every time you turn on the fucking deep fried fryer, I'm gonna throw some French fries in there. Every time you open the refrigerator, I'm gonna come take some food out of it. Every time you tell me that the lights are on, I'm gonna come and sit in your living room. Anytime
when you make
tell
that
me
Kool-Aid, he gonna sip all that shit.
I can do this all day. As long as you give me the opportunity to do some fuck shit in your life, I'm gonna take this opportunity to enter in with my fuck shit and allow it to proliferate heavily in your life.
Don't let that nigga baby boy you. Don't let him do it. That's all he doing.
Please don't let this nigga Tyrese you.
Don't let him Jody you.
Face Tyrese you.
Don't let him Jody you, because that's what he's doing.
But he's not even a bum.
He don't gotta be a bum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait. Here you go. You ready? Do I have to be a bum to come into your life and tweak shit mentally and emotionally to just push you a little bit closer to the edge of falling the fuck over? No, I can be a nigga with a job. I can be a nigga with a house. I could be a nigga with 2 cars. I could be a nigga with dreams and aspirations that I am working very hard to achieve, but that don't mean that you're gonna be a part of that future. I see big things in your future because you seem like the big things in the future type of person. but you can't be big things in the future, throwing your future on the floor for another nigga to step on.
Mm-hmm.
Can I pause you real quick?
You can.
So the whole basis of this was to figure out if love was.
That's not love. I
We
feel
know
like it's
already going into it that love
yeah.
isn't enough.
That ain't no love. That's some used shit that's been
Okay,
used.
wait.
That's been
Hold
used.
on.
We
Hold on,
came
wait.
into this conversation knowing that no love wasn't enough. Okay,
Hold on.
First
like
time,
we know that love isn't enough. Like, let me be clear.
Let
Okay,
me
I
answer.
gotta be clear.
Hold on. Let me answer the question as a
Go
married
ahead.
man.
Go ahead,
As a
man.
married man, let me answer that question. See, November 18th, my wife asked me for a separation because she loves me greatly, but I say and do things that hurt her emotionally.
Vince, I'm gonna fight you. You better not be hurting my Trina.
Listen,
Vince, you wasn't giving her
listen.
no damn cereal, Vince.
I wasn't, brother. That's my Applejack. Said
Oh.
she thought. So listen, I had to reassess myself because the fact that I love her is big, but it don't quite reach where she needed to be. So I have to add. What do I have to add? I'm waiting for an answer, see.
I'm sorry. I had to pick up my son.
I can start over for you. I got you.
You said she asked you for a separation because you can't be
Because I
emotionally.
say and do things that hurt her feelings.
Okay.
Not just like, oh my God, that hurt. But like I say and do shit that just be like hurtful to her and I don't really pay it any attention.
Can I time out you for 2 seconds?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, remember you told me I needed to take a step back to be like the wife that I felt like I should be. You think that initially when you went love enough, or you felt like you still had work to do on yourself?
With this relationship that I'm in?
Yeah.
Oh, I told my wife up front I was broken. I knew I was broken.
So
love wasn't enough then. I had work to do. And before she accepted a nigga into her life, a nigga had to prove that he was working.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, I wasn't even living in the same state. I call her every morning on my way to work at the same time of day, every day for 9 months. Know why? Because I need her to know that I got a job and I'm willing to go to work every fucking day. Now, I'm not just some nigga sitting on his couch saying he's going to work. So she got to hear the street in the background. Then she got to hear people saying what's up to me. Look, this wasn't her requirement. I just know way too many women who deal with men who don't got jobs.
Right.
So I need her to know that this is true of me. Her requirement was I had to go to church and be serious about it. Luckily for me, I was already going to church and was serious about it. I read the Bible cover to cover in 5th grade, not because I wanted to, but because I was forced to. So I already know what's in there. I just needed to establish a relationship vertically. And I had not done that till I was an adult. And when I started doing that, me and my wife got back together. This was 15 years ago. I don't like to use myself as a template for these type of things because my life is real fucked up in a very different kind of way.
All our lives are. All our lives are. Everybody. Like, I'm gonna need y'all to know upfront and personal. Y'all be thinking shit be cool, but it really don't be cool. Like,
really don't.
This is
like,
what Let Me Be Clear is about. Like, seriously, this is the perfect opportunity to be vulnerable.
So I'm gonna just
seriously, because we're not perfect.
I'm actually glad you said that because this is what I was gonna say earlier when y'all was both crying and I couldn't get a word in edgewise. I was not always a good man to my wife, and I don't mean while we were in this part of our relationship.
I'm gonna fist fight the shit out you, Chris. I'm gonna fist fight the shit out. I'm gonna windmill the shit out you, Vince. I'm gonna kidnap the fuck out of you. Do you hear me?
But listen though, I wasn't always a good man. When I met my wife, I was 17. She was 22.
I don't give a fuck about that. I'm gonna
Let
win
me
me the
finish
shit out you.
talking, Kiki.
I'm sorry.
That was when I met her. We didn't actually like link until I was 18. And then I joined the military. My wife used me for sex for like a year and some change after that. That's how we met. And then I knew I was a not shit nigga. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna enter into this relationship with you because I'm an ain't shit nigga. I'm a hoe. I know I'm a hoe, and I'm gonna keep going being a hoe. And I don't want to put that in your life. So let me go be this hoe that I'm gonna be. Right? Cool. Fast forward a few years. She decides that I'm where I need to be to give her a relationship. I knew that I wasn't, but I allowed it to happen anyway. From that relationship, we have a son. And then we broke up. Guess why?
Why?
Because I was an ain't shit nigga and I was still being an ain't shit nigga.
I'm a fucking Seeker.
I'm just being honest.
Look, I got my all back in my goddamn trunk. I'm a fuck Vince ass up when the moment that I meet him. Like I'm seriously, I'm windmilling the shit out of him. Like seriously.
Yeah.
But
it's and then
here's the difference between me and this nigga that you talking about. I never pretended that I was worth a damn. I had a job. I was in the military. I had a steady job with good benefits. But I knew what kind of person I was. So when it came down to it, I looked across the room and said, I don't think you and I need to stay together because I know what type of nigga I am. And I'm not bringing anything to this table that's going to build your life. And a lot of bitch ass niggas is not saying that to people like you. Because we know if we string you along, you'll fall in love. And we, men, we know what you're willing to do in the bedroom when you in love. Because just some pussy is not the same as in love pussy. So a lot of us not willing to just tell you, no, I'm an ain't shit nigga, been an ain't shit nigga, ain't trying to be nothing but an ain't shit nigga. Because we need you
keep you on ice.
Exactly.
So they can come back before and keep doing.
When my wife and when I was on a Greyhound bus from Norfolk, Virginia to Charleston, South Carolina to come visit my son at 11:35 at night, and my wife and I were having a conversation about my emotional and mental state, is when I discovered that, damn, I finally have matured enough to actually give this woman something she might need. But even then, I was not feeding her physical because she needed me to feed her emotional and mental first.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Huge gap.
So you know what? We've got to wrap this up. It's been an hour and 43 minutes.
So that means we got 17 minutes left. Let's continue.
It does. Basika, I really appreciate your vulnerability. Like this has been the most real live that I probably have had since I've started. And I thank you for sharing with us and being just 100% who you are. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm hurting so fucking bad right now. Like literally, my heart is so fucking heavy.
I'm mad and sad all over again. Like it's, and people think that it's so, girl, just let it go. Like it's not. When you have a different heartbeat involved in between you all and what you have going on. Like my son is my entire life, my everything, and to not be able to have that exact same feeling for the person who helped me co-create Like it's hurtful as hell. It's hurtful. Like it's different, and people try to make you not. They try to unhurt you. Like it's not that way. Like, hurt.
Right.
You know what
Hey,
happens?
when I tell you, I know exactly what you're feeling, and you own those fucking feelings. Like literally, when I come back in 2 weeks, because let's be clear, it's it. Let me be clear. Every 2 weeks, I'm talking about depression, because this shit is fucking real, man. Like when I tell you, like I'm literally pulling every fucking thing in my body. Like y'all used to Friday Night Live, Kiki. Y'all don't understand what the fuck I'm going through right now. Like seriously, and to hear this, like this is somebody that I fucking care about. Like
And
I'm trying to, I'm pulling every fucking thing
I've
to
never
hold myself together right now. Like seriously,
I've never broken it down to anybody like ever because nobody was ever willing to listen.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Like willing to listen to understand where I'm coming from, to understand how it affected me. Nobody was ever really willing. It was just like, well, you should do this. Don't be saying that. Don't do that. You shouldn't feel that way. But like nobody ever was like, how do you feel? Are you okay?
right.
I help
Because we expect for you to be strong. Like seriously,
all the time.
when you walk
It's like,
around and with this confidence that you have,
It's like
you-
check your strong friends.
see,
exactly,
see,
that's
check
exactly
this
what
out.
it is. Because like seriously, when I see you and I see the way that you carry yourself. I witnessed this with my own eyes, not just somebody else telling me this shit. I be feeling like you okay, friend. Like okay.
See, remember the movie The Color Purple? You remember that movie? The Color Purple? You remember that movie? She done put herself on timeout again.
So I got I had to find that.
Oh, well,
Until
in that
you do right by me.
in that movie, Whoopi Goldberg finally got tired of Mister slapping the shit out of her and disrespecting her, and she
Right.
stood up. She stood up at that damn table and said, "Until you do right by me, everything you got is gonna crumble." And he didn't want to do right, and that shit started crumbling. And when it did, that motherfucker went in the goddamn chicken coop and he brought all her kids from wherever and everything. When you wake up and say enough is enough, what they say, the Lord will make your enemies your footsteps.
You better be clear. You better be clear, Chris.
Watch what's gonna happen.
Absolutely.
Watch.
Absolutely. Listen,
And you
friend,
get to stepping with some Tim's on.
you have received way less than you deserve. Like, and I need you to be confident in it. I gotta leave y'all with something because I gotta go. I ain't even gonna lie. I gotta go. I gotta pull myself together.
Yeah.
Um, Communication. I gotta start there. We gotta keep communicating. Like literally in our relationships, we have to keep communicating. I ain't gonna lie. Like we be looking at arguments as negatives, but even arguments can be productive. We need to just make sure that we're not attacking each other, and we're attacking the actual situation. Okay. So when y'all argue, don't comfort each other. Just comfort for the situation that's at hand, because it is very important. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to mention is interdependency. Counterdependency is toxic. Um, but interdependency involves emotion, vulnerability, and empathy, and it's required for a healthy relationship. We have to put in the effort. Like seriously, we put in effort for so much shit. Like we really do. But we got to make the people that's important to us really important. Like y'all got to stop sleeping on this shit. Like we really have to make the people that's important to us really important. We got to be persistent about the shit that we do. Like we have to, like seriously. It's so many other areas in our lives that take on our persistence. Like we always want to satisfy everybody else, and we expect for the people that mean everything to us to just understand. They don't fucking understand. Like y'all seriously make these people make them your priority, because they are your priority. Like seriously. Humility. Like seriously, sometimes just say thank you. Like seriously, it's so fucking important. Like just to be able to say thank you for the shit that they do. It might be simple, it might not be that big of a deal. But just say thank you, man. Like seriously, thank you goes a long fucking way. And honesty, like seriously, if you get to a point where you just lying to your partner about everything, like it just think of it from this point of view. If you constantly lie, like but you expect to spend this period of time with this person, like how the fuck you plan on continuously lying? This shit is not gonna work. You're gonna have to be honest at some point. Like seriously. So just go ahead in front of beginning and be honest. And put in the same effort. The same effort that y'all motherfuckers be trying to get them goddamn shoes that be dropping. I'm gonna try to put
You're
that
not gonna do the
goddamn
same, Kiki.
effort in us, okay? Fuck them goddamn shoes. Like seriously, I ain't gonna lie. Mike got me some goddamn with some big ones. I ain't gonna lie, they some royal blue and black. He put in some goddamn consistency for that shit. But seriously, outside of that, like seriously, I have like for me, it ain't about the material shit. I really be wanting him. I really be wanting to know that he cares about me. So I say that to say, you know what I'm saying? Like wherever your partner's personal interests are, make sure that y'all know that they care. Like seriously, because Basika is going through a whole. Babe, I appreciate you coming here and being so vulnerable
Oh,
about your situation. I know, like we almost like Iyanla. We can't not conquer shit in one episode.
no.
But you know, you got me. You know, you can talk to me anytime. Like I trusted Vince and I trusted Chris because I know that they funny as shit, but at the same time they're real. You know what I'm saying? And so I hope that they can help you at some point. Um, we're gonna get through this. You know, you can always call me at any time. Like seriously, I don't
You
know that
can't call me
can
anytime.
help, but I'm definitely gonna be a support system. I love
Just hit my
y'all,
message.
like I really do. And I ain't got nothing else to say. Y'all know I be having a hard time closing. Like y'all
Any
Here,
questions,
I'm a,
you can just
here you go.
hit my
Here you go.
message.
Ready? We gonna close you out right here. You ready? I got
close
you.
me because I can't close myself.
Obviously,
I'm running.
you a little tipsy right now.
No, I ain't even tipsy. I like seriously. I don't had 3 shots. That shit ain't gonna get me tipsy. But I'm hurting like something
I
awful.
got
Like
you. I was
seriously.
being
So
funny about
it
you being
might be
tipsy.
getting misconstrued or
I
whatever. But
got
I'm
you.
hurting like fuck.
I'm
Like I
about
ain't
to
gonna
close
lie.
this out for you. I got you.
Close me out, bitch. Close me
got
out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been yet another episode of Let Me Be Clear with the illustrious author Lakai. Follow her on Instagram. Please make sure you do. At Cool Chris in the building. Colgate Chris, we call him, because them teeth be shining with Dragon Ball Z playing in the background. We see you, Chris.
That's right.
We see you. Today we had on special guest, our good friend Cece Masika, I believe is the name, but we call her Cece. You know what I'm saying? Because she's our little sister in this building. She gave us a good story. We had a good conversation. It was a good time had by all. I'm this dude. I have a wife. She just not here today. We having a great time. We had a good time. We gonna have some good times. It's been a good time. We thank you for coming. God bless you. All hearts and minds clear. And good night.
Thank you so much, Chris. I love you. Sika, call me, babe. Please. I love y'all all. Thank you so much for your support and your continuous support. Like I hope that these Let Me Be Clear help you in some type of way. I promise you I do. I swear to God, I'm only showing up on every other Wednesday because I ain't shit to hope that we can actually build together and we can grow together and we can be different together or whatever. So thank y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I'll see y'all in 2 weeks. And we talking about depression because let me be clear, I'm depressed as fuck right now. Y'all, let me be clear.
Hey, I'm with you on that, my sister.
Fridays and shit,
We
but
in this snowstorm
on
down
the
here.
inside, huh?
I say I am too. We in this snowstorm down here.
I was just about to ask you if you was all right down there.
Yeah, we straight, but power just came back on steady. It's been on and off, but
Right.
but yeah.
Kiki, text your friend because she in the hospital.
I'm finna call her right now because I love this girl. Okay,
I'm not
we're
talking
gonna be
about her.
good,
I
but
wasn't
like
talking about
y'all
her.
pray for me because
I
I need
wasn't talking about her.
I'm fucked up right now. I just started counseling this week.
Kiki, I'm talking about my wife.
You talking about your wife? Tell
Yes.
Trina to call me because I need her.
Kiki, listen to me.
I
Listen to
love
me.
it.
Listen to me. Lakai, listen to me. Text your friend because she's in the hospital.
Trina is in the hospital.
She had a minor surgery today. She's staying the night at the hospital. They won't let me stay because of COVID conditions. That's why I'm home. If she's okay, just text her, wish her well.
I absolutely will.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Yes,
much
ma'am.
for letting me know. I love y'all. I hope that this helps you guys. I'll see y'all on Friday when I'm gonna be drunk as fuck. I'm not drunk right now. I'm actually emotional as fuck. I'm gonna go cry my fucking face off.
Cry.
You call me right now.
Call her right now, but make sure you write your list
I
out.
need you to call me right fucking now. Do you hear me?
Okay.
And
I
write
love
your list.
y'all. I'll see y'all on Friday. Thank y'all so much for the support, and I'll see y'all in a minute. All right.
Bye.
All right.